Give me 10 minutes, I'll give you the truth about Diana Ross. Did you know that often what makes a great singer isn't just the talent, but also how unique their look is? While some actors are known for being chameleons who can easily switch from one role to another, others are specifically looked for because of their unique features. This was the case with Diana Ross. But before we're getting into the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment below saying, "I subscribed," and we'll do our best to personally reply to your comment. Diana Ross was a member of the 1960s pop soul group The Supremes before embarking on a successful solo career that included roles in films such as Lady Sings the Blues and The Wiz. She is best known for her work as a singer and actress. During her adolescence, Diana Ross began singing with her friends and eventually formed the groundbreaking 1960s trio The Supremes, which went on to have hits like Come See About Me and You Can't Hurry Love. Ross left the group to pursue a solo career in 1969, eventually reaching #1 with singles such as Ain't No Mountain High Enough and Love Hangover. He also appeared in the films Mahogany and Lady Sings the Blues, for which she was nominated for an Academy Award for the latter. A performer for more than 4 decades, Ross has endured the ups and downs of personal and professional life while maintaining a successful career in the entertainment industry. The Supremes in their early years. Ross was born on March 26, 1944, in Detroit, Michigan, to a family of 5 children. Ross began singing in the group The Primettes, which included friends Mary Wilson, Florence Ballard, and Barbara Martin when she was a teenager, and quickly gained a reputation as a talented entertainer. In the end, Martin decided to leave, but the other members of the group went on to become the internationally successful 1960s R&B and pop trio, The Supremes, later named Diana Ross and the Supremes. The Supremes were signed to Motown Records by famed producer and label founder Berry Gordy Jr. in 1961, and their first #1 hit with Where Did Our Love Go was their first #1 hit in 1964. Following that, the trio broke music records by going on a streak of 4 additional singles to the top of the charts: Baby Love in 1964, Come See About Me in 1964, Stop in the Name of Love in 1965, and Back in My Arms Again in 1965, and becoming the first American band ever to achieve this feat. Over the course of their career, the group amassed a whopping 12 #1 hits, including I Hear a Symphony in 1965, You Can't Hurry Love in 1966, Love Child in 1968, and Someday We'll Be Together in 1969. As a result, they established an incredible record, becoming the American vocal group with the greatest number of Billboard chart-topping singles in history. Goin' At It Alone, Reach Out and Touch Somebody's Hand, which peaked at #20 on the Billboard Hot 100, and Ain't No Mountain High Enough, which peaked at #1, helped Ross establish herself as a musical mainstay the following year. Some of Ross's other hit songs from the 1970s came from a variety of albums, including the singles Touch Me in the Morning in 1973, Theme from Mahogany, Do You Know Where You're Going To, Love Hangover in 1966, and Theme from Mahogany, Do You Know Where You're Going To, all of which peaked at #1 on the pop charts. The Wiz, Lady Sings the Blues, and a slew of other films. The Billie Holiday biopic, Lady Sings the Blues, was released in 1972, and she made her acting debut as Billie herself. The film received generally positive reviews, but Ross's performance earned her a nomination for an Academy Award for Best Actress for the role. The blues soundtrack was a huge hit, and it contributed to a resurgence of interest in Holiday as well. Ross went on to star in films such as Mahogany in 1975, in which she starred with Billy D. Williams and Anthony Perkins, and The Wiz in 1976, among others, in 1978. The following decade began on a high note for Ross with the platinum-selling, Nile Rodgers-produced album Diana in 1980, which featured the #1 hit Upside Down, as well as the top 5 track I'm Coming Out. Another top 10 single followed in the form of It's My Turn, and then she achieved yet another top 10 hit in the form of a duet with Lionel Richie on the 1981 film Endless Love, which she co-wrote with Richie. Ross's first 2 albums for her new record label, RCA, were Why Do Fools Fall in Love in 1981, which featured 2 more top 10 hits, and Silk Electric in 1982, which featured the top 10 single Muscles, written by Michael Jackson and produced by Ross. Ross's sales began to dwindle over time, but she continued to record and perform live. Working her way back to Motown Records near the end of the 1980s, she released the album Workin' Overtime in 1989 and The Force Behind the Power in 1991, the latter of which was a significant international success due to the success of its singles. In the new millennium, Ross released several albums, the most notable of which was Blue in 2006, a jazz standard collection culled from the Motown vaults, and I Love You in 2007, a collection of mostly pop covers. In the movies, there are films ranging from Out of Darkness to Double Platinum. Ross made a number of appearances on television during the 1980s and the 1990s. She had a role in the 1994 television movie Out of Darkness, in which she played a woman suffering from schizophrenia. Ross then shifted gears to a lighter tone with Double Platinum, in which she played a famous singer who had abandoned her child in order to pursue her professional goals. Brandy, a well-known pop performer, was cast as her daughter. Some of the songs from the project were included on Ross's 1999 album, Every Day is a New Day, which was released in the same year. Personal obstacles and difficulties. Ross has also had to deal with personal difficulties of her own. At Heathrow Airport in London 1999, she got in a fight with a security guard, which resulted in her being arrested and detained for 4 hours before being released. In late 2002, she was arrested in Tucson, Arizona for driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs, for which she was later sentenced to a brief jail sentence. According to reports, Ross launched a Supremes tour in 2000 that received harsh criticism for excluding original member Wilson and later addition Cindy Birdsong from the tour. There were also rumors of financial disputes between Ross and Wilson's camp at the time. Because of low attendance, the tour was canceled after only a short period of time. Ross suffered a significant personal setback in 2007. That same year in November, her father, Fred, passed away. He had a profound impact on many people's lives, and he will be sorely missed. I had a strong affection for him. In a statement, Diana Ross expressed her feelings. Her family in Detroit welcomed her home after she returned from a tour of the United States. Accolades. When the Supremes were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1988, Ross was inducted as a member of the group. A second time in 2007, Ross was recognized for her efforts when she was given the Black Entertainment Television Lifetime Achievement Award. Ross was also honored by the Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts in the same year, just a few weeks after her father's passing. Smokey Robinson and actor Terrence Howard were on hand to pay tribute to the superstar, and Sierra, Vanessa Williams, and Jordan Sparks all sang songs in her honor during the celebration. After it was revealed that pop icon Michael Jackson had requested the diva to serve as an alternate guardian for his children in 2009, Ross was thrust back into the public eye once more. Ross received a Grammy Award for Lifetime Achievement in 2012, marking the first time she had ever received a Grammy Award, despite having been nominated 12 times. Ross was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom by President Barack Obama 4 years later, the nation's highest civilian honor at the time. The American Music Awards presented her with a Lifetime Achievement Award in 2017, adding to her illustrious career. Personal and family life, as well as children. Ross has been married twice before. In 1971, she married music business manager Robert Ellis Silverstein, and in 1993, she married actor and producer Michael Douglas. Following their divorce, she was married to Norwegian tycoon Arne Knudsen Jr. from 1986 to 1999. During which time she had 2 children. In addition to Rhonda, whom Ross had with Gordy Jr., Tracy, of Girlfriends and Blackish fame, Chudney, and Evan, all of whom are also famous. The legendary singer has 5 children. Which songs from Diana Ross caught your interest the most? Let us know in the comments below, and check out the next video in this series.